I finally know where we're going. But I'm not quite ready to go just yet. But just knowing, that changes everything. Let me explain. For 2 years, things have been happening to us, right? Job loss and homelessness, all of it. Like, all of it. We've been reacting, we've been surviving. But Lexi and I finally made a decision on what we want to do. All right, if you've been following this channel for a while, then you know the story. Like about 3 years ago, I got laid off from my career, like the job I've been doing for 17 years. And before that, Lexi and I had a house about an hour and a half away from here. Things were good. We had stability. Everything was fine. And then one day, I got noticed that I no longer had a job. And then what seemed like real quick in a hurry, like in no time at all, we had ran through all our savings, paying our bills and stuff like that, because I couldn't find a job. And then quickly, we became homeless and we were broke. It just, you know, things happen. And I wind up documenting all of it. Not because, I thought it was content, but because I didn't know what else to do. I was like, well, I got to, I should do something So I documented all of it. And then about a year ago, we found this apartment here. We moved back to North Carolina and and we found this apartment, which is, we had that one video, which is the video that brought a lot of you into this channel and into my story. And and I'm really glad and grateful that you guys are here, because I really am, because it was a long road, and you guys got to see the 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 ending of that particular journey, and I'm grateful. But here's what I've been wrestling with for a little while. See, that story arc is over. Like, we're not broken homeless anymore. Life is stable. Lexi has her 9 to 5 that she goes to every day, and I'm home working on this channel and hardly make sure that none of us sleep past 6 a.m. So, things are okay. Like, they're not where we're not where we want to be. We're not where we were, but we're far from where we were this time a year ago. This time a year ago, we were, still struggling in the hotel, trying to figure out how the hell we were going to pay for the room for the next night. So, but I kept making content, and the whole time I was feeling like, what the hell am I even documenting now? Now, in November I got monetized, and I'm like, okay, now what? Like, I can't keep making broken homeless videos anymore, because that's not life anymore, and that would be a lie, and that's not the kind of thing I do. So for a few months, I was sitting here pulling my hair out, like, I don't know what this channel is supposed to be right now. Well, and then one night we were, Lexi and I were in the bed, and we were playing 20 questions. I was bored. I just started asking her questions. And one of the questions was, if she could live anywhere in the world, where would she want to be? And she started telling me this story on how, which she's mentioned several times. Yeah, wasn't the first time I heard it, but she spent a lot of her youth, the summers of her childhood in Puerto Rico. And even her younger, I would say, after she had her two kids, the kids, she said that she was living in Puerto Rico, and their father at the time was really against them going to school in Puerto Rico at the time. This is back in the early '90s, right? So they eventually they wound up moving back to New York City, to the mainland. But she said, man, I didn't want to go. She said, I did not want to leave Puerto Rico. I was so happy. And Tori, our oldest daughter, she said that that Tori was really hurt when at this time she was a little girl. She was really hurt that she was moving, that they were leaving. She kept asking why are we going? Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And so Lexi said, she said, man, I would give anything to go back and live in Puerto Rico. It's just the vibe she get and stuff like that. Now, I've never been to Puerto Rico, but it made me stop in my tracks and really think hard about what I wanted. So, we want to move to Puerto Rico. That's wild to say that out loud, right? Like, I said it. I just said that. That was a real sentence. But it's real. And, if you've been watching us by now, then you know that when Lexi and I set our hearts and minds to something, that we usually go for it. And I don't consider that a coincidence. That's a sign. That's a direction. So, that's where we're going next. That's the plan. We're moving to Puerto Rico. And this channel, this is the journey of us getting there. Daddy be back. Now, here's where I'm going to be real with you. Because I don't want to make it seem like we're packing up tomorrow and we're heading out. Because we can't afford to go just yet. You know what I mean? Now, I know you might be wondering, well, if you can't afford to go just yet, then why the hell are you making a video about it now? And that makes sense. I get that. But here's the way I see it. 2 years ago, I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. And I documented all of that. I made a video about all of that. Because it was in real time. It was something going on at that moment. And that's what this channel has always been about. It's always been about documenting what was happening in real time. Not the highlight reel, not the we made it moment, but the messy middle. So why the hell would I wait till I get to Puerto Rico to document, hey, we're here, you know? Right now, I'm living off my VA benefits. That's what I got. And Lexi has her 9-to-5. And we're not ready for her to walk away from that just yet. Not yet. And the only way that's going to happen, the only way the only way we get to Puerto Rico is if this channel works. Like, this channel has to grow. It has to, it has to start producing. And we're not quite there yet.
A few moments later.
¡Ay, sabroso! Dale tumbao, Tony.
So, this isn't just an announcement video. Like, hey, we're thinking about moving to Puerto Rico. Like, there's a lot that we have to figure out. And we're going to go through it in real time, like we always have. we got to figure out the cost of living. We got to figure out what does VA cover in Puerto Rico compared to here. How we're gonna move Harley, because Harley's a boxer, so she can't fly in the in the cargo hold of a plane. We got to figure out how much money does this channel need to be making monthly for Lexi to walk away from her 9 to 5. So there's a lot to figure out, and like I said, man, we're gonna go through this journey, all of it, one video at a time, until we get there, like we always have. We're gonna figure this out. If you're new here, then welcome, and hit subscribe, because you found this channel at the right time, because this journey that we're about to go on, I don't want you to miss any of it. You know what I think about sometimes? I think about those of you who found us while we were in that hotel, or while we were in my daughter's garage, or the day we walked into this apartment and finally had a door to be able to close behind us. Those were real moments, man. Like, that was real. I think about that often. What if this is the next version of that? What if this is not the desperation or the survivor mode or anything like that, but the actual goal, like something that we're choosing, something that we're trying to build for. That feels different. Because Lexi has her 9 to 5, right? And I try to, I'm working on building this channel like it's my job, and I mean, I guess right now this is my job, and that's heavy sometimes, and there's pressure in that. But there's also something special about having a destination, something to point at and say, that's where we're going next. And who knows? Maybe one day, God willing, we can make a video from Puerto Rico.